Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be talking about some more offseason news and all that good stuff. But before we get into that, I wanted to say really quick that I actually talked about this on Twitter the other day when I was playing basketball. I got like elbowed in the mouth when a guy was going up for a layup and something. And I have like a cut on the inside of my lip really bad right now, and it sits right on my teeth and right on where my lips meet, so talking actually hurts really bad. It's been so hard to make videos the last couple of days because like every single word, like when my lips are closing, it's just like pressing down right on the cut that's on the inside of my lip. So I just threw a bunch of this like mouth sore gel onto my stuff, so I can't feel my lip at all right now, and it makes it feel so much better. It makes it so I can actually do this, but it doesn't last very long. So wish me luck getting through these videos the next couple of days. I'm gonna do my best. Today we are talking about another G2 move this offseason, one that's maybe flying a little bit more under the radar, and that's what could be happening with the future of Miky in this next year. So yeah, let's get through this one quick. Definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We just recently hit 8,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. Thank you guys so much. This time last year, I think I was at 1,300 subscribers. So to see that we've gained around 7,000 in the past year, that's insane. My channel has grown like 5 or 6 times. And yeah, I just hope that the rest of this year is just as crazy. Hopefully 2022 is even crazier. And consider checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/IamGerm, if you want to help support me, my content, and my channel. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So G2, we've been talking about them a ton because this is going to be a very big offseason for them in terms of changing around what has been one of the most popular and one of the best Western rosters of all time, in terms of selling off their players and getting a bunch of money, in terms of all their players, not all their players, but some of their players who are some of the best in their position in the West, some of the biggest names, the biggest brands, the most popular, potentially going to other teams, and then G2 needing to replace them as well. And for, since the end of G2 season, it seems like Wonder has probably gotten the most blame. So a ton of people are talking about G2 replacing Wonder. There is a lot of rumors about like Jankos maybe retiring, Jankos maybe going to North America. Now there's rumors about Reckless being sold off. And I feel like the one guy flying under the radar the most, because Caps has also signed an extension, is Miky. But that's what I want to talk about in this video today, because there's actually been more and more rumors swirling around about Miky potentially being on the move. And I feel like Miky's been underrated in terms of how much credit he gets for G2's success the past couple of years. He's kind of under the radar. He's just quiet, kind of does his job. He makes some big plays every once in a while, but he overall, like during G2's peak, he was so consistent. He was so good. He had to work with Perks role swapping to 80 carry. He had to work with Caps role swapping to 80 carry. Now he's had to work with Reckless. He's had to work with all these different people, all these different personalities, all these different playstyles, all these different champ pools, while also working on himself and having a massive champion pool and fitting into all these different metas. This guy is absolutely class. And something really interesting that came out this week, Miky talking a little bit about, where do I have it? I have it in one of these here. Yeah, it's right here. G2 Miky talking with Ashley Kang about how during the spring playoffs, G2 was actually having contract talks and contract extension talks with all of their players. And he said that he felt like it was a really stupid idea from G2 and a really bad idea, and it really took his mind off of the game, and it had him thinking about so many other different things. And people are wondering, does that mean that the contract extension talks went bad? Does that mean that they told certain players they wouldn't be getting new deals while other players would be getting new deals? Does that mean they were talking about money and, maybe things weren't going right or whatever? But Miky says that these were during or maybe right before the spring playoffs. And spring playoffs, I thought Miky played terrible. Or not terrible, but just bad. Terrible for Miky's standards. And I was very critical of him. And to hear that some of these things were coming out at that time, again, it gets a speculation going of, did these negotiations between Miky and G2 not go well? Is the money not there? Is the interest in both the parties not there? Did G2 tell Miky that he's not getting a contract extension? Did G2 tell Miky that they're maybe going to be looking at other options for the future? I don't think so, because I think that would be very weird to say right before the spring playoffs. But for whatever reason, something in those conversations really rubbed Miky the wrong way. Something in those conversations did not go well. I definitely recommend you guys go and check out this whole interview. I think it's really long, like 20 minutes or something, so we're not going to be getting into it. But definitely check it out. But just know that Miky kind of calls out the G2 management in this video, and it lets us know there's a little friction there. And it could be between just Miky and G2, but it could also be between G2 and some of the other members of the team as well. And it could explain a little bit of why G2, despite looking really, really good in the spring regular season, maybe didn't look so good in the spring playoffs. And then again, they looked really good in the summer season, and then just kind of faltered in the summer playoffs. It's just kind of weird. There might be some more going on behind the scenes than we know. But also, people have been talking about all the different potential moves for G2. There is actually a rumor going on right now I saw in Applehead's Discord, which I definitely think you guys should check out if you're interested in offseason rumors, speculation, all that stuff. However credible or not credible or whatever you think Applehead is, he has been posting rumors about how he believes it is most likely that G2 will be selling off Miky. And this is another option, another scenario where they're going to be able to get a decent chunk of change for Miky. Now, is Miky the big brand that like a Reckless is? Is he going to get as much money as maybe like a Jankos would? No, especially coming off this past season where, Miky wasn't really seen as the best support in Europe or the best support in LEC. He's up there, but he wasn't, seen as the clear best like he has been the last couple of years. I'm interested to see where Miky's value would be. Then when we start taking a look around at the other teams in the LEC and what the different options are, you have like Astralis, which I don't really see that as an option. Excel, I don't really see as an option. Fnatic, I think could be really, really interesting if Hylissang does retire or choose to, move on or whatever, because there's always those rumors of Hylissang maybe retiring, maybe leaving Fnatic. I don't think he would leave Fnatic at this point, especially after the success they're having, but maybe he decides to retire. Miky going into Fnatic could be very, very interesting, but I really don't see that happening because we can recall just back to last season where Carlos had the opportunity to sell Perks off to Fnatic, but he chose not to because he said he doesn't want to really do business with Fnatic. He doesn't want to sell off top players to their number one rival, which is Fnatic. So even though it could make a ton of sense, if Hilly retires, Fnatic would need a support. They'd be willing to throw a lot of money at Miky. They could get a really, really good one there. I don't think G2 would do that because Miky is not a free agent. He's going to have to get sold off. G2 is going to have to sign off on wherever he goes. Obviously, Mad Lions, Kaiser just re-signed, so that doesn't really seem possible. But the big name swirling around here is actually Misfits. There is rumors going around. Vander and Kabe both have expiring contracts. There are rumors that Misfits could potentially go out, try and land Miky, maybe get a new AD carry, maybe get Kabe, but probably get like an ERL AD carry, maybe go after like maybe a crown shot or something like that. I don't exactly know, but I think Miky would be so good on this Misfits team where they have all this young talent. Video and Razork really seem like the future for this team. Here it did pretty well in this past season as well. And they had that veteran bot lane, but neither Kabe nor Vander are on that level of Miky in terms of ability. I think Miky's better than both of them, but also the leadership. He's an MSI title winner, a world finalist. He can really show these young guys what it means to be a top level pro and show them how to be winners. And he would also make the team better in the short term. I think that would be a great move by Misfits. And then also, Misfits is not seen as like a top team right now. So Carlos might be a little more willing to sell, Miky off to Misfits, which could be interesting. I think Rogue would be a really, really good landing spot. But again, would Carlos want to give Miky to Rogue? I don't know. But that is looking kind of interesting right now. Again, more and more rumors are swirling around. We are looking more and more likely, if you believe the rumor mill, that potentially G2 could be moving on from Miky, could be selling him off, could be kicking him from the team, whatever. And then the question would be, who's G2's next support going to be? Maybe we can talk about that in another video, but that's a whole nother discussion. First, obviously, they have to make the decision if they even want to keep Miky or not. But there is a world where Miky could be moving on to some other team in 2022. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Where do you think Miky is going to be in 2022? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to save today and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!